Hello, welcome to Divinely Different Tarot. I'm Ashley Dawn, and before I get into the reading, I want to say a huge thank you to all my subscribers, all the new subscribers, all the likes, all the comments, all the shares. Sincerely, they mean the world to me. Thank you. So today is actually a requested reading from my mom, so this is for you, Mom. It is what is your next adventure? So I think I'm going to do like a double whammy of this one. I think I'm going to try to do it again, not like, I don't think I'm going to do it like tomorrow, but I'm going to try to do another one that's similar to this one, but with different cards and different questions for the next time. But for this time around, what I did was, I wanted to see what your next adventure would be. I used Divine Purpose for that. And I wanted to see who your, this adventure would be with, who would be surrounding you. I used Moonology to get the Zodiac for that. I wanted to see what was holding you back from going on this adventure, because none of us want to admit that we got something holding us back. And then I used Soul Truth for that. And then I wanted to see the blessing that's coming in as you go on this adventure. So I used Blessed Be, and then I used some advice cards using angel advice, actually. So yeah, you only have 3 piles to choose from today, so yay! Pile 1 will be Black Rose. Such a pretty one. Pile 2 is the Rainbow. Pile 3 is the Robot. So, pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. Go ahead and figure out which one works for you, which one speaks to you the most. If more than one pile, speaks to you, that's okay, that's fine, that's just how it goes. Just let me know in the description, or let me know in the comments below which one resonates with you, because it really does help. Like, I don't know, like sometimes I'll feel like some piles are connecting, and I don't know, it'd be nice to know if there's like, if you guys feel the same way. But yeah. Anyways, if you have any requests for videos, let me know in the comments below, and I will also try to get to them as soon as I can. Usually takes a couple days. I think that's really all I've got for you. If you'd like a personal reading, the information's in the description box. I do it on Facebook. I think that's all I've got for you. I'll meet you at your pile. Bye. I like it because these piles are very small today. Oh my goodness, I love tarot so much. Well, that's probably my pile. Who am I kidding? Okay, oh shit, whatever. Okay, so my pile 1. If you chose this rose, this is your pile. All right, so what is your next adventure? So what came out for zodiac signs is Aquarius and Taurus. So this could actually be like either it could be you that's going on this adventure, or it could be somebody that you're going on this adventure with. There is some advice that goes with it, but like, I feel like you've been thinking about going on this adventure for a while. Actually, I feel like venture, and that is something else too that I noticed. So one of your advice cards actually is talking about how you've been thinking about this for a while. You've been wanting to do this for a while, and it's like this is the perfect venture for you, so go for it. There's also, I don't know, there's like something definitely holding you back, which is actually why I think I'm going to start with soul truth for you, like for what is holding you back from going on this adventure. We have, am I focused on what I am losing or gaining? Are you going through some change? Are you scared to let go because of what you might lose? What if you shifted your focus from what you might lose to what you might gain? Endings are actually new beginnings. Today's soul action. Today, make a list of all the things that you will gain from the change you are going through. Feel your heart, take a breath, and deepen into your trust. Amazing things are coming. That is something we tend to do, is to focus on what we are losing instead of what we're gaining. Because like we're afraid to let go of things, afraid to let go of people, afraid to let go of cycles, because like, you know, that's what we know, that's what we're comfortable with. Change is not always an easy thing to go through. But I feel like when it comes to this venture that you've had on your mind for a while, it's gonna sound crazy, but do a pros and cons list. Like, that will really help out in the long run, because like when you're not really doing the pros and cons list to like, you know, see what the pros and cons are, like in a way you are, but it's more or less like looking at the things that you'll be losing, that would be the cons, and then looking at the pros, like the things you'll be gaining. But it's also something about like there are things that you're not seeing that you'll be gaining from this new venture. I don't know, it's like something you don't quite see that will be there. That is exactly what you've been looking for quite a while. Excuse me. What am I waiting for? Someone else to do it for me? Are you waiting on someone else before you can take the big leap? What if you were to take life into your hands and forge your own unique path? Put your heart into action and ask yourself, what risks can you take to move towards your dreams? Make a decision and do it. No more waiting for others. Do it scared. Take the leap. Today's soul action. No more thinking, only doing. Be brave and you will discover what you are really made of. Wild soul, strong heart, can't lose. I don't know why, but it always reminds me, that like last part always reminds me of a like country song, but I've never heard a country song saying that. So maybe you're into country music, or I've been hearing a lot of country music lately. I do feel like you're kind of waiting for something or someone to push you towards this goal that this venture that you've been having in your mind. You might be like one of those people that do need that push, that little shove in the right direction sometimes. And like, I understand. I mean, sometimes like we just need that little push, that little shove. I'm hearing, take this as your shove. You know, take this as your push. This is exactly what you're supposed to be doing. This is exactly where you're supposed to go towards. Nobody's going to do it for you. Nobody. Like, nobody's going to come in and push you and be like, this is what you need to do. This is how you need to do it. That's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. I'm sorry, but it's the truth. Nobody's going to tell you how to live your life, because it's your life. And sadly, a majority of the time, people don't care what you do with your life, because it's your life, you know. So, you know, you should take that as a, you know, hey, you know, you don't care, so I'm going to go and do what I want to do, you know, like, and that's exactly how it should be. As long as you're not hurting anybody, I don't see what's wrong with that. Like, I feel like this venture is exactly what you should be doing, but you're afraid to do it because it's like you're waiting for somebody to come along to help you out with this. And you know what's interesting? It's like because you've been waiting for somebody to come in, or for something to come in for such a long time, I feel like it is a someone. You've been waiting for someone to come along because you know you're supposed to do this with this person. This is your partner you're supposed to do this with. But it's like you stop doing things because you've been waiting for this person. Now, when you stopped doing things, I feel like that's when things started feeling a lot like a little less out of control. You started really doubting yourself on this venture. I feel like that's why you haven't gone towards it, that you started looking at things that you'd be losing instead of looking at the things you're gaining. And it's like, because you started doing that, like, it's like, because you're waiting on this person, you are giving this person your power. You are giving this person what you have that's inside of you. And it's like, I'm not kidding that it's like a bad thing, like giving this person your power. It's just like, and when I'm saying that, what I mean it is that you're You're waiting for this person to take control of the situation when you have all the power within your hands to take control of the situation. You have all the tools that you need. You have everything that you need. You know what you're supposed to do. You're just slacking on it. And I feel like the reason you're slacking on it is because A, you could be a procrastinator, which I hear you on that. Shit's hard to break. I do get that. You know, and I also feel like you're kind of waiting for somebody to come in. You're concentrating on too much of like what you're losing instead of what you're gaining. You're concentrating too much on this. I need this person to help me do this. No, you don't. You have you, and that's all you need is you to do what you need to do. You don't have to wait for this person. And as soon as you start doing what you're supposed to be doing, as soon as you start going on this adventure, this person will come along. This I promise you, because then it's showing the universe, hey, I still want to do this. This is still my dream. This is still my goal. This is still the adventure I want to do. I feel like you took a break, and that's fine, but you've been on break for a while now, so you need to get back in the game, and you need to start getting back onto this venture, because I feel like this venture is where you're going to find what you've been looking for. You know, like, don't wait for somebody to come in. You know, first of all, they may never come in. They may actually be stuck at a point where they can't come in, but there could be somebody that's been waiting for you, you know, like how you've been waiting. It's like somebody else has been waiting for you to, like, open up your fucking eyes so that you guys can move forward. I just saw 1111, so that's going to be for somebody. Does my life have room for more pleasure and play? In what area are you lacking pleasure right now? Maybe in certain relationships or with work? Is it possible to shift the seriousness of life to experiencing a more creative, wild, and playful side of you? Today's soul action. What would happen if you added more play and laughter into your life? What area is lacking this right now? Take time to play. Let go of any need to produce anything. Okay, so this one, when I was reading it, I think that's why I started like getting all funky reading it. I was starting to think about like things like, so, you know, sometimes we, like, balance is a funny thing. It's a tricky situation, and I feel like sometimes, like, I feel like you're a hard worker. You work very hard. Sometimes I do feel like you're very serious when you're working, which, I mean, I get it. Working sometimes is a very serious matter, you know, but I feel like sometimes you forget to have, like, a good time or to laugh with other people, you know, and I feel like they're trying to ask you to do that. They're trying to ask you to slow down and relax, you know, to chill out there. You don't always have to be go, go, go. You can also be go, chill, you know, like, I feel like that's what they're trying to say. I also feel like you need more laughter in your life. I feel like it's lacking in some places of your life. And I feel like it's mainly because I feel like the connections, the relationships that we have with each other, because like I just recently was I was scrolling through something. I think it was like Instagram or something, and they got those little pictures, you know, and there was one of these pictures and it was talking about how every relationship you have in your life is affected by the relationship you have with yourself the most. Okay, you know? So, like, how you treat yourself is how you're going to treat pretty much every relationship, or how you will react in any relationship, which I was actually thinking about. I'm like, that is very true. You know, the way that you care about the way that you treat yourself is the way that you treat relationships. And I feel like with this, it's like they're asking you to, you know, to enjoy your own self, but like to enjoy things. I feel like it's enjoying the little things, enjoying the presence, enjoying the things that are going on around you, just spending time with family and not being so serious, just enjoying the good times, you know, just being in each other's presence. It's like somebody is missing some of that, like missing the enjoyment. Now, I feel like that could be talking about work, and I do feel like that could be talking about like friends or family and stuff like that, and how like you are with them. So this venture that you're going on, it's healing quest is what I'm hearing inside of my head. It says healer. You have this spiritual gift of healing and is a desire to share it with others. So I do feel like you're a healer, okay? And I feel like you going out and like it's like you healing is also a process to help others heal at the same time. I don't know, like your healing is healing to others. I don't know if that makes sense to you, but that is what it's saying inside of my head, and I kind of like stopped because I got a little lost. But yes, so I do feel like you have this gift, and it's like the spiritual gift of healing, and I don't feel like it's just healing like So I am seeing like an aura and like a nurse, or like I'm seeing a nurse in my head is what I'm seeing. But I'm also seeing like a therapist, like people helping other people with their problems and them helping them. It's like a very healing, okay? But it's like you seeing how people deal with their stuff has actually helped you see how you deal with your stuff, right? And it's like there's something about an epiphany for somebody, like I don't know, there's somebody that you may be helping that actually does help you realize something about your own cycles, the way that you think as well. I'm also seeing like there's something you figured out how to heal, and I see you sharing it with others. So like I kind of see like a could be like you could be a tarot reader, but I'm seeing somebody in my mind that has a way of like a spiritual teacher also is the other card that I'm seeing in my head from this deck, but it's not in here. Well, it didn't come out from here. But either way, it's like spiritual teacher. So I do feel like you figure out a way to heal something within yourself and you want to share it with others. So you might put out a video or like a post or something, and it's like because like some people complain that they don't know how to heal. They don't know what they're supposed to do in order to heal. Honestly, goodness, the healing process is mainly just a lot of crying, because you gotta let go of a lot of stuff, and crying is a great way for you to heal. To be honest with you, it's a great way to let go of things. It's literally your soul letting go of things. Like that's what I used to say. My soul is leaking, because you're literally letting go of things. And there's also learning how to cope without those things, without any negativity, dealing with that coping mechanism. And that's the other thing, learning how to get rid of coping mechanisms, like addictions. That's a coping mechanism that people don't tend to realize, like smoking cigarettes or whatever. Caffeine is a coping mechanism. You think you're getting energy from it, but you ain't. Like when you first do it, sure, you got like an energy high, but like then it's not the same effect anymore. And actually some people don't realize it, but a lot of people are actually allergic to caffeine, but like because it's in so many different products, it's like your body has a harder time like deciphering that's what it is. I don't know, like I have noticed like some people complain about itching and such, and I'm like, you're allergic to caffeine, and they're like, no, and I'm like, yeah. But so anyway, I feel like you're like an earth angel, and this is something you're supposed to be doing. This is the adventure you're supposed to go on. This adventure is that you're going to be healing people. You're going to be, because I feel like you have this desire, you want to share something with other people. I feel like how you heal, the way that you're healing, it's like that's how you're sharing that with other people. That's how it's like I'm just feeling a desire to share with others, and I feel like that's exactly how you're feeling. Like that's exactly what you want to do, is share how to do this with others. Go for it. The more healed people we have in this world, the better, okay? So do it. Like if you feel the need to do it, then do it. Like we need everybody to be healed. It's not going to happen, but that's the goal. All right. So, the blessing that's going to be coming in for you as you're on this adventure. And remember how I said before, you could be waiting for somebody to come in. Now, I saw 1818. I don't know what that means. But, anyway, so a blessing for good men and father is what you're going to be having coming in. And I see 13 here, which breaks down to a 4. But I was thinking in my mind's eye, 13 always seems like unlucky. Like the number 13 has a very bad rep. I feel like when it comes to this person, they may have a bad rep. But it's like once you get to know them, you actually see that they're really a good man or a good father. Could be both. But I feel like this person was in the process of healing as well. They were trying to find within themselves their own joy. They were trying to find their own worth. I feel like that's a big one for them. I feel like they were trying to find their own worth. This will be a wish come true for you. Okay, so I'm going to show you these things because somebody once is like, well, how do you know what you're reading is what you're supposed to be reading? So this is what I got. So there's 13, right? 13's usually the bad, carding number, but it's not. It's actually a really good number. It's really a good number. And then we have the good man and good father. That's what that literally says. So that makes me think good man, good father. So, and then you see this crown that's right above this person. It kind of seems like, I don't know, when I was looking at it, the light looked like a little different. It looks darker on the inside, like this person was doing a lot of dark shadow. They were looking within themselves, trying to find these trying to find their own worth, because that's what a crown would remind me of. Trying to find their own happiness, because that's what a sparrow is. A sparrow is abundance, joy, happiness, with, that's what will be brought to you. And I feel like that's what this person was looking into, because right above this person's head, worth, finding joy within themselves. And this is a wish come true. A star is usually a wish, so I do feel like that's exactly what's happening. And then the star in tarot also means healing as well, which makes me think this person has been healing all of this within themselves. Antlers is also a form of protection in my mind's eye, because the stag is protection in one of my decks. So I feel like this person is very protective of you, very protective of this connection. And I do see greenery, which reminds me of Taurus. I did say Taurus earlier, so it could be literally a Taurus, but I was going to say earth signs, which is Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. So now, this is your advice from the Moonology, and then I'll go into your advice from Earth Angels. From Angels. That'd be so cool. Is there an Earth Angel deck? If you happen to know, let me know in the description box below, because I don't think I've ever seen it, but if there is one, I might pick one up. That'd be so cool. If not, maybe I'll make my own. It says, hold your vision, be bold and make the first move, surrender to the divine, show the world the real you, and prosperity lies ahead. So this is so crazy, because when I was reading it, I kind of got like, okay, so show the world the real you. When it comes to, I feel like you need to show the world the real you by showing people that you're a healer, how you heal, the way that you want to heal, and you got to share your desire to share with others is really what I'm getting. And then you have surrender to the divine. So I do feel like you're trying to control certain things in your life. And I feel like that is talking about what you're losing, what you're gaining. So you're keeping yourself stuck on purpose because you don't know what is ahead of you. And then there's also waiting for somebody to come in, like you're trying to control this person to come in. You can't. They're going to come in when they come in. It's not up to you. I'm sorry. It's just not how it works. And that's what they mean by surrender to the divine, because the universe just wants to help you out, man. It really does. But you've got to put in the work for them to want to help you out. So if you want this venture to come in, you have to go for the venture for it to come in, I feel like that's something they're really saying. Be bold and make the first move. So if you're interested in somebody, you might actually have to make the first move when it comes to this person. You could be waiting for this person to come in, but that's not going to happen. If you want anything to happen with this person, you have to go for it. And then you also have hold your vision. So when it comes to a certain situation, I feel like you might be letting go of a dream, or just not trying to it's you're not going for it. It's hold your vision. It will happen. You just have to have faith that it's going to happen. And then prosperity lies ahead. So, and I do feel like that's talking about this adventure. If it's talking about money-wise or something, they're just letting you know that once you do this, money will roll in for you. You can't worry about it. And I also feel like they're also trying to say there will be other gains that you won't realize, some kind of a material gain as well. I don't think it's talking about coins, because I did see, I was thinking money. Yes, I do think the money will come in, but I also think it's, a different kind of, I don't know, you might end up having fans or something like that, and it's, some people might send you gifts. I'm not gonna lie, when I first started doing this YouTube, I kind of had this feeling I would have some fans, but I did not realize I'd have the fans that I do have, and I am so fucking thankful, man. I can't believe people love me, as much as they love me, and I feel like it's just more because I'm here, I'm not afraid to be who I am, because this is where I shine. I'm not going to lie. This is where I shine, because this is my gift. And I know this is my gift. But it is not easy for me to be like this with other people, because other people have a tendency to either they love you a lot, they want to be with you, get obsessive. I've had stalkers, and I don't really particularly want that again. And I've also had people where, because of the way that I shine when I do things, it's they don't like me and they want to do things to me, which, it is what it is. I can't stop you from doing it, but I can tell you right now, nothing's going to happen. It's not going to happen, because, I do know I have my protections that I have put on myself, and I know there are other protections that are put on me by others. We're just going to go with others. But there's also, you can't take something from somebody that is not yours. So you can try to take somebody's like shine, you know, they're like, it's really their soul, you know, like pretty much is what it is. You can try to do that, but if it is not yours, it will not go to you. It may seem like it, but it's really just your own like shining through. And that person may even like kind of seem like kind of dullish, like they're tired, they don't really want to do anything or anything like that. But it's only because what that person is putting out is like putting like in my mind's eye, it's like a wraparound. It's like these strings are they're trying to tie them down. And it's like they think that that string that's tying them down is like bringing that energy to them, but it's not. That's not what's happening. That's not how it works. That's why I get so angry about blood magic and moon magic, because I feel like people don't understand exactly how it works. It's not what you think it is. Everything has to have a balance. And you trying to take from somebody, that's not going to happen. And there have been cases where I have seen it actually happen. But the like karma that happens, I don't think it's worth it. I don't think it would be worth it anyways. How would you, whatever. Okay, I'm going to move into your advice now because I feel like I got way off topic. It is safe for you to be powerful. You know how to be powerful in a loving way that benefits yourself as well as others. You know, and it's so interesting because I did say you were like giving your power to somebody else by waiting on them. And I do feel like that is what you were doing. But it's like, you know, this is literally like, this is safe. It's safe for you to be powerful. It is safe for you to be who you are in your own power. It's so weird that like, I was doing that. I think this is definitely my pile too. But either way, they're like, it's okay for you to be powerful in the loving way that you are, because you are protected. But not only that, but the power that you hold is your protection, is what I'm hearing. I feel like because you are in this, like, you are in your own power, it's like your own power brings power to others around you. Like the belief in yourself is what brings power to others around you. And this is the card that I was still excited about earlier. Yes, the timing is right for this new venture. A happy outcome follows your positive expectations. So this like venture that you've had on your mind for a while, yes, go on and do it. You know, like this is only positivity that's going to be coming in. You need to do this. This is perfect for you. And I feel like that's something they're trying to say here. Is this venture is exactly what you want, so go for it. And then you have your children on earth and in heaven are happy and well cared for by God and the angels. So there might be a connection between this one card and pile 2. So I don't know. But yes, your children on earth and in heaven are happy and well cared for by God and the angels. So if you recently lost a child, or if you're away from your child at the moment and you're just worried if they're not, you know, safe or not, they're fine. They are very safe. They're happy. They're protected. You know, don't worry about them. But yes, this is all I have for you in my pile 1. I hope this was helpful. If it was helpful, let me know by hitting that like button or letting me know in the comments below how it resonated with you. If you have any requests for videos, let me know in the comments below. All the information for personal readings are also down there. If you like my vibe, please subscribe. But this is all I've got for you. So I'm going to move on to my pile 2. So maybe we meet again. Bye. Rainbow baby. Okay, my pile 2. If you chose this rainbow, this is your pile. Sorry for the cigarette, but I kind of heard. So when I first pulled this out, I heard rainbow baby. So if you've had several miscarriages and you're pregnant now, this baby will be born and it will definitely be your rainbow baby. I'm like seeing a rainbow theme so hardcore. And at first I thought, rainbow, LGBTI or LGBTI, what the fuck? There better not be another one getting added on there, okay? It's hard enough remembering those, okay? And I myself am a bisexual, so I kind of just am getting a little fucking irritated with that shit. And I know it sounds mean and stuff. It's just, it's really... Open up your mind and see the truth. Okay. Rainbow baby. And I keep hearing that, rainbow baby, so I do feel like that's what this is. This is your new venture. Is your rainbow baby. That's for somebody. It's not for everybody here, but that is very prominent for somebody that is here. So who you will be going on this venture with, we have Cancer and Scorpio that came out. And we're just going to jump into why you're afraid to, like what's holding you back from going on this venture. We have, am I on the right path? Sometimes we second guess what we are doing. We lose trust in the process and question if we are even on the right path at all. Know this, you are on the right path. Keep going, keep believing, keep remembering that you made a soul contract that you are currently fulfilling in every area of your life. Even if you can't see it, that doesn't mean it's not real. Today is still action. Today, search for all the ways you are aligned with your soul's purpose. The signs will appear. Let this newfound trust fuel your next steps. So if you've been wondering if you're on the right path, you absolutely are, and here's your confirmation. Am I on the right path? And then all of that lovely stuff saying, yes, you're on the right path. What can I do to make a difference? What keeps you up at night? What makes you cringe when you think about it, such that every ounce of you screams no more? Where can you create purpose out of your pain? Today's soul difference. Make a difference in someone's life today, big or small, because all of it makes a difference. So I try to do this just because there are things that keep me up at night. Like, I can't stand the idea of, like, what's going on with the children in the world right now. Like, I swear, I'm like, oh, we didn't have it that bad when I was a kid. And then you, like, go and look at, like, the history of how long those islands have been going on and so forth. And you're just like, oh, my God, what the fuck is wrong with people? Because then you really see how demented we got. Like, how demented humankind has gotten, to be honest with you. And it's just sad because then you, like, look at, and, like, I'm not a religious person, okay? I'm really not. I do believe in God and I do believe in the devil, but I'm not religious, okay? Because I have always felt something wrong going inside of certain churches. Like, not all churches, but a lot of churches I'll feel something wrong. So I don't want to go there, and I don't. I don't think I need to be somewhere to talk to God, okay? I don't need to be like, I'm not going to try to shove it down somebody's throat because I feel like you believe what you believe in, Most people only believe what they see. I don't need to do that. I know by my own beliefs, by my own experiences, which is how most people do things, is by own experiencing. And I feel like there are things in your life that you have experienced that makes you question if you even want to bring a child into this world. But then it's like also about teaching your child how to navigate through those things and how to change those things as well. I feel like that's something for somebody here. There is something also about, I don't know if you know this, like not a lot of people do, but more people on a daily basis hear like complaints about themselves or hear negative things towards themselves than they do positive things. And it's not just what you like are telling yourself, but it's also just from people that you hear around you. Like, like it could be like, oh well, these are just examples, okay? Like somebody at work could be like, oh well, you smell a little bit off, did you put deodorant on, or something like that. Or like, you're going pretty slow today, can you pick up the pace, we ain't got all day, or like, oh, you complain too much, you say things all the time. Like, I just feel like everybody hears more negativity towards themselves than they do positivity. So try to be the positive, like be like, say something that you like on somebody. Like, I like those pants that you're wearing, those are really cute, they're very tight fitting. Just give somebody a compliment in some ways. Be the positive light instead of the negativity, okay? Because I feel like there is so much negativity in the world, you don't need to be a part of it. Nobody needs to be a part of it. Like, shoot, that's a ship that's already being sunk, and I don't want to be a part of it, and I don't think anybody else should be a part of it either. But I do feel like those little tiny like compliments is like a huge positive like boost, not just for yourself but for that person as well. Like, you'll see a light, you'll see a shine inside of inside of them, and you put that shine there by complimenting them. That small little thing. Now it could be also something else, like literally just putting a smile on somebody's face is really a great idea, but I also feel like there's something big that you've been thinking about that you want to do, and I feel like that could make a huge difference. I do feel like for somebody here, it is also talking about having a child and making sure that that child knows how to navigate the world, how to channel through things that you had a hard time at your age of doing so, or even like currently going through. From whom can I release my judgment right now? Judgment closes our heart to truth and separates us from love. It binds us to our fear and holds us in shame. Only whom are you placing judgment right now? Is it someone in your life? Is it yourself? Release the shackles, drop the expectations, and be grateful for what is. Today's soul action. Look at the person you are judging as if you are looking at a small child. See them learning and growing, falling down and making mistakes. See their desire to be loved and accepted. Add even more grace to open your heart to this truth. When I lift the judgment from myself and others, I uncover my own truth. I am loved, I am whole, I am limitless, and so are they. I feel like you might be a bit judgmental, including when it comes to a certain person in your life, or I don't know. I see somebody like being a bit judgmental towards like their boss, and like it could be just because like maybe you know what it takes to do this job, and it's like it irritates you because this person is not doing a great job, and your eyes are not doing a great job. But you also have no idea what's going on in their life. You don't know if they're in genuine pain or if they're just saying it, or they're not even saying it. You don't know what's going on in their life. And yes, they may genuinely suck at their job, but you kind of got to go with it. There's a reason why, okay? I feel like there's a reason why they are currently really, going through it. And it's like you being very judgmental of it is actually having negative effects on you. Okay, you see that they're not good at their job, and that's fine. You could point out to them in a quiet way away from others, like, hey, this is what you need to make things better. This is what you could do to be a better, whatever it is that they are. Like for example, like a manager, like, hey, you need to do this to be a better manager instead of doing this, because this makes you look like an asshole, and this is what actually makes you look like a good manager. So like there's something in that. I'm also hearing once you do this, once you have like a conversation or you talk with somebody about something, it will make you feel better. And if they don't do by what you say, which, they don't have to, because it's like a choice, free will. But it's like, for somebody will start changing. But for somebody else, I'm seeing because you had done this, it's like somebody of higher standing notices how bad they are doing at their job, how things have been going downhill or not getting better. So speak your mind in a loving way, and then let them try to do their own thing. And I feel like once they, like, it's like once there's a certain time that's, given, it's like either somebody will either be hired or be better. I have no idea. But there is, I do feel like you do have a lot of judgment towards somebody. And I also feel like you have a lot of judgment towards yourself as well. I do feel like when we look at somebody, we kind of judge somebody off the bat. Like there could be something that you find really annoying about somebody. Look at that thing that you find annoying about somebody. For example, like I said a few seconds ago, like I said, complaining. So, like, for example, if somebody complains a lot and they get on your nerves because they complain way too much, actually, that is... I'm sorry, I don't mean to trigger anybody, I don't mean to make anybody angry, but I'm reading what I'm seeing, and I'm seeing what I'm seeing, so I'm going to say it. So, we have a tendency to, like, get annoyed with things from people that we ourselves have within ourselves. So, if you're annoyed with somebody for complaining too much, it's because you complain too much about things as well. It may not be specifically what they're complaining about, but it is about something in general. And it's like, the reason why it's annoying you about this person is because it's subconsciously annoying you about yourself as well. It is something you have to change within yourself. Like when you see it in somebody else, it's like, hey, that's because you need to change that too. Either you need to be more of this or you need to be less of this, And I feel like that's what what it's trying to say. So there could be something in that for y'all. And then you have name all the things you love. Are you one of them? Today's mantra, I give myself all of the love and attention I need. What's interesting? I think that you neglect yourself a bit. Like, I feel like you're one of those people that does for everybody around you. Like, I feel like, all right, for example, if you're a working mother, I feel like you go to work, you do what you have to at work, you do your best at work, you put in your 100%, and then you go home and you clean everything up, you do the dishes, you cook dinner, you take care of the kid, and then if you're in a relationship, your mates could be home, and it's like, you spend time with them, you give them what they need and stuff like that, and by the end of the day, but you're so tired from doing all of this, you're like, I didn't get to take that shower that I was supposed to take, or I didn't get to paint my nails like I wanted to. I didn't get to do something for me that I wanted to, but it's okay because I did all this other stuff and I'm just too tired to do it. You know what? You take that few extra minutes and you do you, because you are not giving yourself the self-love that you deserve. You're taking care of everybody else, but you forget to take care of your own needs. And because you're forgetting to take care of your own needs, I feel like you're forgetting the love for yourself. And because you're forgetting love for yourself, it's like, I don't think you're getting as much attention from your partner as much as you should. It's because you're kind of neglecting yourself, and because you're neglecting yourself, it's like your love neglects yourself or neglects you as well. It's a weird kind of dynamic is what I'm getting. Weird. All right, so what you will be doing on this adventure. All right, so this is for the person that has the rainbow baby. We have strength. Everything you've experienced in your life has made you strong and courageous. Now, it could be talking about the miscarriages, but I'm also feeling like there are other things that were inside of your life that have actually made you into this very strong person that you are today. We also have author. You have a book inside of you that wishes to be expressed. Make the time to write it. So I do feel like there is something you've gone through in your life that you need to write a book about. I feel like you've actually been feeling a very odd urge to explain something to people. I don't know. And some of you, I'm kind of getting the urge to start typing. So for some of you, you might actually really feel the need to write a story, to write this book that's locked inside of you. And you are literally being guided to do this. So this is something you're supposed to be doing. Make the time to write this down, to write things down. And it's so interesting. I'm seeing somebody literally writing in a journal, and they're just writing some of the stuff that they've, been going through, and some of the things that they've realized about those things that they had gone through inside of their life. And I don't know, it's it literally turns into a book before you. And it's you're well, what the fuck am I supposed to do with this now? You're supposed to go publish it, dude. You're supposed to go make this so that people can read about it, because what you're writing down is something somebody else really needs to hear right now. It is pretty much exactly what they need to hear. Like, because of your experiences, somebody else needs to hear about those experiences. I just saw 444 for this, so that's interesting too. But yes, so there is something that you need to write about, something you need to express, because that strength that you're going to be showing people is what people need to see. It's like they need to see that somebody's gone through this experience too and they've survived. You know, like I feel like that's exactly what it is. Like somebody needs to understand that they can survive this. So the blessings that's going to be coming in for you while you are on this adventure, and this is why I said the rainbow child, the rainbow baby. We have a blessing for a mother and a blessing on the children. So I do feel like if you've been wanting to have a child and you've been having a hard time with it, you will be a mother. For others, if you, I'm actually hearing you've been wanting to have a child for a while, but like I don't feel like somebody may not have a partner, and it's like, oh my goodness. Because you also have a blessing on a battle that cannot be avoided. So it's like, I'm seeing a child custody battle, and it's like the child was with one parent and then goes with the mother, or was with the mother and then ends up going with like the father. However, it may resonate for you, but it's like they go with the opposite parents than who they were with before, and it's because of some kind of an argument or some kind of some kind of huge argument or some kind of like fight that had happened, and that's why you're actually getting this. And I do feel like I do see a child custody battle here. Like I see children getting fought over. And picking who they want to go with. I'm also seeing somebody who literally just gets, this is just for like a small percentage of you, somebody who literally just gets children dropped into their lap. It's like a family member or a really good friend of yours is like, just can't do it, needs their time away. Like I feel like somebody could need to go to rehab, or somebody just wants to keep partying, you know. And it's like children relate into your lap, and it's like, well, I don't know how to be a mother. Like I wanted to be one, but I don't know how to handle like a teenager. I was gonna start fresh and then go from there, you know. And it's like, but this is what was meant for you. You're supposed to have these children and you're supposed to raise them. And it's like, you do a phenomenal job. I feel like, though, them getting landed into your lap before that, it's like there's a really big argument, some kind of fight with this person. Like, but it's like a blessing because this argument has happened. It's like is what brings you to this point, and it's exactly what you need. Your advice from Moonology is a personal issue reaches resolution with a Cancer. So I do feel like this is the battle that, you know, or this argument could be with a Cancer. And it's like, this is where things, you know, a personal issue reaches resolution. So I do feel like you're going to come to an epiphany, or you're going to learn something that really helps out with this. You have your commitment is being tested, and have faith in your dreams. So like they're asking you to have faith in your dreams because, you know, what you want, this thing that you're working so hard for, is going to happen. You know, your commitment's being tested. So there are things that are going to seem like obstacles that are in your way. And then you have work through your fears when it comes to a Scorpio. So if there is something that you fear when it comes to a Scorpio, you might want to work through those fears. I'm also just feeling like it's like, don't be afraid because you're really a lot better at it than you think you are. And your advice from Angel Deck is new romance is imminent, either with a newcomer or through a reignited passion in your existing relationship. Be open to giving and receiving love. So I do feel like romance is coming into your life, either with somebody that's new or somebody from your past. This could be this argument that's going to happen. It's like some closure is needed. I am with you, giving you the courage to make life changes that will help you work on your divine life purpose. That's Archangel Michael. So I do feel like you are making changes inside of your life that will help you towards this adventure of yours. And you have angels watching out for you, trying to help you out, man. Being like, come on, we got this. And then we have Akasha. You are a spiritual teacher. You have the ability to counsel others and help them awaken their spiritual gifts and divine life mission. Do feel like you do have this gift. You do have this way of opening people up of like, oh, dude, I see like somebody so powerful, and it's like literally the power is coming out of them. And it's so interesting because it's like, I kind of see fire, but I see like purple, so much purple, which is such a psychic ability, you know. I feel like that's, and you have a way of bringing this out in people. I'm also hearing the words that you have to share are very important, but not in the way that you think. There's something that's also very powerful and healing about your voice. I feel like you have a very sexual energy, a very healing sexual energy about you as well. But this is all I have for you, my pile 2. I hope it was helpful. If it was, let me know by hitting that like button. If you like my vibe, please subscribe. If you are interested in a personal reading, find that information in the description box below. And I think that is all I've got for you. I'm going to move on to my pile 3, so maybe meet again. Bye! This is my pile. Okay, my pile 3. If you chose this robots, this is your pile. Okay. Starting off, the people going on this adventure with you would be a Leo and Sagittarius and another Sagittarius. Okay. All right, I'm going to start off with soul truth. I'm going to see what's holding you back from this adventure. Where can I create more space? Instead of filling yourself up with busy work and things to do, create more sacred space in your schedule, in your home, your mind, lungs, and in your heart. Take time to just be. Today's soul action. Do a clutter detox of your schedule, home, and innermost self. Make space and clarity will come. So I do feel like you've been keeping yourself very busy lately. It's like you've been putting things on your list before this adventure you want to go on. Like, I feel like this adventure you have before you, it's a venture, first of all. I think it could be an adventure. I feel like it could lead to an adventure, but I feel like it is a venture you've had in your mind for a while. And it's like you put things in front of it constantly because there's something holding you back from going on it. We have, am I apologizing for my truth? What part of you is apologizing for your truth, and why? Today's soul action. Today, be proud of your truth. Catch yourself when you want to apologize or withhold parts of it. You never know whose life you will change when you are brave enough to speak it. Be the lighthouse that shines on the courage that lives in all of us. This will give others permission to speak their own truth. There is room for all of us. Today's mantra, courage is contagious. So what part of your truth are you apologizing for? And I do feel like, and you know what's interesting is I do feel like we do have, people have a tendency to apologize for things that they've done in their life or for things that they think that other people think you should apologize for. But you know what's interesting? It's your life, dude. You can do with it as you please because you're the only one in control of it. To whom am I comparing myself right now? What you are able to see in another is only visible because it is within you, ready to be brought out. Shine light on this feeling of not enough and see the truth. All that you need and want is within you. Today's soul action. Today, stop comparing and start creating. I'm laughing a little bit, and I'm not because the card is a very beautiful card. It's because I just said that in the last pile. All you need and want is within yourself. All the tools that you want, all the things that you think you need, you already have to do what it is that you want to do. It's just you have to see it within yourself first. And then I was also laughing because I was talking about, if there's something you see in somebody else, okay, for example, if you find something annoying in somebody else, I'm going to use the exact same example I used in my pile too. If you find that, I'm sorry if I trigger you, if you find that somebody is annoying you because they complain a lot, there is a reason why that it annoys you. Them complaining a lot is because you yourself tend to complain a lot too. It may not be about that specific thing that person is complaining about, but it is other things. And it's you're annoyed by it because you subconsciously know you need to change that about yourself. And it actually might be, what you keep putting off is that you need to change those things about yourself. And it's also interesting because when you're jealous of somebody, there's a reason why you're jealous of somebody. Why are you jealous of somebody? It could be something that they have. Okay, now it could be something that they hold within themselves, or it could be something that they literally have. For example, let's just say it's I don't know, somebody just bought a house. They're very young. They could be 25. And it's well, it took me until I was 30 to buy a house. Okay. Now, the reason why you're jealous of that person is because they got something at a younger age. But you also have no idea how they got to that point. They could have been working since they were 15 years old, and been saving up to get their own place because they didn't have a home when they were younger. So that's why they're working up to get their own home. Okay. So their life path, what they've gone through is different than what you have gone through. Okay. But you're jealous of what they have because it seems to you that they're very young to have what they've gotten. But if you were to take a second to get to know that person, you would realize that the reason why they have that is because they worked hard to get it. So, they literally worked their ass off to get to that point because they didn't have it before. You did have that when you were younger, it's just you got to take a second and see it from somebody else's point of view. Don't think that you have all the answers because you don't, we're constantly learning. That's our purpose for being here, is to constantly learn. There's also something about, like, if there's something that somebody literally has within themselves, it's like somebody could be very somebody's very likable. They don't have to do anything. People just like them, okay? And it's like that, this person's just very charming, okay? And it's like you see that this person is charming, and it's something, a quality that you really like within themselves. You have that same quality within yourself. It just, you notice it in that person the most because, like, they're trying to, like, in a way without saying it, they're like, hey, you need to bring your charm out because you have just as much charm as I do, if not more. So use it, do it, Like, that's what it is. Like, when you feel jealous of somebody, that's normally what it is because you have it within yourself. You just have to bring it out. And then you have, am I letting fear, ouch, stop me. Are you experiencing a mountain of fear right now? Are you stalling, freezing, or giving up? The juicy secret is that you are the boss of fear. You are unstoppable, but it's up to you to see that and by taking action. Today's still action. Today be brave and do it scared. Choose one fear and move through it. You are in need of a hero, so that is who you will become. Be your own hero. Okay, nobody is going to save you, and also, okay, so, fear is something that we teach ourselves. It's actually not a real thing, Like, we are taught fear from a young age, okay? And I feel like as we get older, we hold more fear because, we don't know the difference. We know you have to, like... There's something in letting fear hold you back from something that you want the most, okay? And it's because of what you've been taught, what you've been told all of your life. You're letting that contain you inside of a little box that's not helpful to you. You are bigger than this box, way bigger than this box that you've put yourself into. And it's like, they're like, so you need to look at all those things that have put you inside of this box, all the things that you've been taught in your life. All the fear that you've been told, to have within yourself. You just need to look at that and move through it, literally. Break that box apart, make it explode because you are bigger than that box. You are bigger than that fear. You have a mission that's more important than your fear, okay? And fear is temporary, okay? Regret is forever. If you don't go for what you want to do, you're going to regret this for the rest of your life, okay? And I don't mean to be the bearer of bad news or to be considered, rude or anything, but I'm just telling you, I don't want you to live with that fear, okay? If there is something you need to do, you feel it within your bones, within your soul, then do it. Do it, okay? Don't be afraid. The fear is so temporary, and as soon as you go diving through it, yeah, sure, your heart's pounding because your heart is pounding because this is a change you need within yourself. This is a change that is needed within the world. Like, this is something you need to do, okay? It's like your heart's like, oh no, the reason why this is going so fast is because everything's going to change now. Yeah, that's kind of needed. I feel like that's exactly what's happening. You can also trick your heart into thinking that it just, like, you can trick, I know, it sounds so crazy, but okay, so it's really tricking your mind. When you have, like, I was learning this when you have anxiety attacks. So one of the things that actually helped out with me is, so when you're having an anxiety attack, your heart is pounding. It's like going so fast. Sometimes my hands get really sweaty, like disgustingly profusely sweaty, and like I'm nervous. I feel like I'm really nervous, like something's going to happen and I can't control it. Because that's what it is there is something out of your control that you're afraid of, and that's what's scaring you, is because you're afraid and you're not in control of it. But when your heart gets like pounding like that, it does the exact same thing when you're really excited for something, when something really amazing is about to happen too. So instead of, thinking, oh, this is something I can't control, I can't do this, be like, this is amazing. This is exactly what I need. This is what's going to happen. I'm excited for this. I'm so excited for this. Because then you're tricking your mind into thinking that this thing that you're afraid of is actually what you want. Because guess what? It really is what you want. So trick your mind into thinking it's not so that you can have it back. I'm sorry, I'm getting all giddy for some reason. All right, so the blessing that's going to come in for you while you're on this adventure, you have a blessing on your love, a blessing of fire, and a blessing of the earth. And what's so fucking funny You have 3 fire signs here, so I do feel like there is definitely fire that's in here. And then there's an earth sign here too. Or I mean, there is earth here. So that's Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus. So, oh my goodness. We have options here. Is this what you're doing? Is this what's going on for you? 3 women. I feel like you have a choice. You have a choice between 3 different people. And they all think the world of you. I do think that there is someone here that you have a longer past with. They were the first one you were with. But you had to make a choice between the 3. I feel like you finally come to a conclusion about something about yourself that you actually really needed. I feel like you found your self-worth. You found your self-love. And now you're starting to see that you have these options that are behind you. You may only see 2 of the options, but there's another option that's behind you that may not come forward. There's somebody here with dark hair and blue eyes. There's something about a curl to their smile. I don't know, a certain smile that they have, maybe like a half smile or something. This woman's a warrior. It's a third party situation. Oh my God, that is so crazy. So, okay, this is what I'm seeing, right? So this is you. You could be masculine. I'm really getting masculine energy through this pile, but you know, it doesn't have to be. And then there's 3 trees back here, like 3 of these things, but there are people in the trees. I don't know if you can see it like I can. So it's 3 options, right? And you're the number 1. Like, this is you. This is what you got to decide, the things that are behind you. You see these 2, but you don't quite see that one because it's like right behind you. Now, it could be something that's in your past or something that I feel like you kind of, I don't know. I feel like that's the thing you keep trying to keep out of your mind. And then we have the fire. So this person has dark hair. Now, they could have red in their hair too, because I do see that and it makes me think that, but I do see the black hair, which is really what I'm concentrating on at this moment. Then we have these blue eyes and this smile. The smile is something my eyes keep going to, so it's something that you could be constantly looking at. You might really love this person's smile. And this 3 right here, right? So 3 reminds me of third party situation. 3 is also a huge thing of like change. You know, you have a change, or well, 5 is change, but like 3 is also like to me, what I'm really getting is third party situation. 3 people, 3 decisions. Like there's 3, and you got to make a decision on 1. And then you have a blessing on your love. So this is kind of what I'm getting is you. Okay, this is you in my way, because you also have, this is what you're going to be doing as a builder. And they kind of look a lot alike in these, you know, and that's so crazy because they never come out like that. So this is you, excuse me. And you, I feel like, have been trying to figure out who it is that has your hearts. Who it is that you feel like deserves your heart. And you know what's so interesting? You have a bond here with somebody. Like, so when I look at Celtic like this, that's what that is all the way around. But it's like a portal, okay? And it's like this portal is something you have a connection with, you know? And I'm also seeing the moon that's right here, which makes me think you have a connection with this person, especially at night. You could have just met this person at night or whatever, but it's like this connection that you hold between the both of you is like a portal into another world. But you're bound. Like, that's the thing. You feel like you're bound. This right here is like, it's a snake, you know? That's actually what it is. And it's a golden snake, okay? But it's like funny to me because golden snake to me is somebody that is, but it's just for me. This isn't for everybody, just so you know. To me, it is, divine snake. Somebody is trying to pretend that they are divine, but they are really just a snake. But it's interesting because they could be. It's like they could be this, but they're not this yet. I don't know. It's so weird. And then it's like a two-headed snake, which is kind of worse to me because it's like two of these, it could be two people working together to keep you bound in a certain situation or a certain spot. Damn. It's a hot body, I'm not going to lie. You could be an earth sign. But I feel like you going on this adventure, I feel like this adventure brings you to the love you want, or this is the venture that brings you to the love that you want. Like, I feel like that's like something just said twice, so that's what it is. This adventure you're going to be going on, it says children. Your life purpose involves helping, teaching, and healing children. So I feel like you have children, and I do feel like you may end up receiving more children. I have no idea what I mean by that, but that is what the message is. And then you have builder. Your innate ability to build and create brings you a deep sense of accomplishment. So I do feel like you like building things, and you like to make things with your hands. And there, I feel like you might actually connect with somebody, and you guys might build something together. Like, I feel like you guys will create something for children. You could create like, I just saw somebody literally creating with somebody a like I don't even know what they're called, but it's like an orphanage pretty much, but it's not an orphanage. It's like a shelter for children that are in need. You know, they don't have anywhere else to go, and they can go to this place to feel safe. They could stay the night if they wanted to, you know, but it's like this just a great haven and a safe haven for these children to go to. It's, you know, to where they can feel like they're safe, where they can feel like they're heard. And where they can learn so much more. But it's like you build this for these children. And it's like somebody comes along, or you will meet somebody that will help you make this happen. Ooh, my heart. Okay, your advice for Moonology is to expect powerful change. Don't let pride get in your way. Luck is on your side. Nothing will come of this situation. The energy is gaining momentum. Look at the bigger picture and don't let your past hold you back. What I'm getting is, don't let your past hold you back. Don't let those fears, those things that you let hold you back, don't let them hold you back any longer. You need to look at the bigger picture. There is something you're supposed to be doing, and you know you're supposed to be doing it. So maybe take a step back and see why you're so afraid to do it. Take a step back and see how you can move forward in this. And then you have the energy is gaining momentum, because I feel like once you do this, like once you look at the bigger picture, you'll want to get shit happening. You'll want to start making this happen. I do feel like when it comes to either a Sagittarius or a Leo, they're trying to tell you that nothing will come of this situation. So there is somebody in the third, you know, in the three that I told you that there is here. There is, it could be, I think it is a Sagittarius. I do feel like there is nothing that will come of that situation. I feel like that it could be a cycle that's ended with this person, or nothing is going to happen with them. It's not for them. You also have luck is on your side. So what it could, you know, it could be talking about a Leo, or it could be talking about a Sagittarius, but luck is on your side when it comes to this person. Don't let pride get in your way. I feel like that is also what I mean by don't let your past hold you back. But also don't be too afraid to ask for help, you know, when you need it. And once you do, you need to expect a powerful change, because as soon as you ask for it, you will get what you will ask and you shall receive is exactly what I was hearing. Your angel advice is, when you take excellent care of yourself, everybody benefits. Give yourself a relaxing treat today, such as a massage, sea salt bath, or pedicure. You need to take better care of yourself. I also see Bethany here, but I heard the name Brittany. I don't know. When you take excellent care of yourself, everybody benefits. That's weird. I was thinking, like, you just need to take care of yourself because it's really helpful and stuff. But then I kind of saw, like, I don't even know how to explain it. Like somebody enjoying the presence, but it's like they're getting something out of this. What? That's said good readings today. I did not say no drama. I ain't found a drama. Okay, so treat yourself. Go get a massage. Get a sea salt bath, or do a pedicure or a manicure or whatever it is that you're into. And you don't even have to literally, you could just cut your nails, dude. Cut your nails is what I'm getting. We also have Adriana. I am leading you toward the answer to your prayers. Please listen to and follow the steps I am communicating through your intuition, thoughts, and dreams. You know, and I see this angel, like, literally leading these children to a certain way. And then there's, like, this other kid that's like, no, we don't go this way. And this angel's like, come on, keep going. We got this. You know, we've got this. I've been telling you what to do for a while. Let's keep going. And this one's like, no. So there is somebody holding you back, I feel like. They don't want you to go any further because it's like they're... And this little girl's face is like, oh, you know, like, wow, you know, like, because they're astounded by what you're receiving, by what you're going to get, because you're following the angels, you know, guides, you know. So keep listening to what your intuition's telling you. Stop listening to somebody around you that's holding you back. And it's so interesting that, like, okay, so you see this, you see the little girl's hand on this kid's shoulder. This is you moving towards what the angels say, okay? And then where's the other one? And then this necklace has two-headed snake that's holding you back, keeping you in place. Like, I do feel like there is somebody here that is literally keeping you in place. Anyway, and you need to let go of that person because they're not helping you out in the long run. They're not even helping themselves out in the long run by keeping you stuck. They're not moving forward either. All right, and we have to help heal this situation. See the other person's point of view with compassion. So there is somebody else's point of view that I feel like you really need to look at it from with compassion. You're misjudging somebody, like, and it's so weird because that's a different card that came up inside of my head. So I feel like you are misjudging somebody by not seeing things through, like, their eyes, by not trying to see things from their point of view. But it's like, you're misjudging somebody by the bad day that they had, is what I'm getting. Like, they could have had a really bad day or maybe a bad week, you know? And it's like you're seeing that and how they were, and that's what you're seeing them as. You're not seeing any other side of them. You're seeing just this one dimension of them, and it's not true to who they are. I don't even think it's who they are at all. I feel like maybe with you that they did have some kind of, like, maybe a veil or a shield, or they were just going through some shit. Like, I don't know, there's something about not seeing somebody clearly, and you need to try to see it from their perspective. I am the angel of peace. I bring you new tranquility and a smoother road ahead. This is Shantae. By the way, that was Grace and Antoinette. I feel like you need to show somebody grace. I feel like if you've been going through a lot of crap right now, like, there's been a lot of misfortune is what I'm hearing, but I'm also seeing, like, you know, like, things just haven't been going well for you, you know. And it's like, and I do feel like there could maybe have been a lot of drama going on, maybe with somebody named Brittany. There was a lot of drama going on because, like I said, that, and the name's actually Bethany. But you're going to have peace now. There's going to be a lot more quiet. It's going to be a lot more quiet time is what I'm hearing. I'm also being drawn to this, like, vase right here. It kind of looks like, honestly, it looks like a hookah that she has in her hand. I don't think that's what it is. So you might be smoking. But then I'm also seeing these flowers right here, which kind of look like jasmine flowers. You have smoother roads ahead. Things are going to be a lot more quieter than they once were. And then you have, it says Desiree, but I was thinking in my head, this is what you desire. You have no, conditions aren't favorable right now. Wait or look into other options and ask the angels to help guide and comfort you. So it's interesting because it says wait or look into other options. So you do have other options that you're not seeing. They're saying to ask the angels to help guide and comfort you, and they will show you exactly where you need to go. There is something that's going on right now that may actually, again, I feel like you're stuck in a certain situation, and they're like, yeah, we know you're stuck there. Just wait a minute so that you can look at the other options that you just continuously keep, like, glossing over, that you just don't want to see. And it's also like, yeah, I know shit's going down for you right now, that things aren't like exactly where you want it to be, but things are, you know, you're going to have a smoother road ahead. Things are going to get better. You just have to trust, you know, and you have to let go of the thing that's holding you back. Like, I don't know, there's something about that. But this is all I have for you before I get any more confused and a little more irritated, because I don't know why, but this pile hurts me a little bit. Get out of autopilot and move towards your adventure. Do things that you want to do, that you feel that you need to do, okay? So I hope this is all I have for you. I hope this resonated. If it did, let me know in the comments below, or letting me know by hitting that like button. If you like my vibe, please subscribe. If you have any requests for videos, let me know in the comments below. And that's all I've got for you. So I'm going to go now. So maybe meet again. Bye.